Hello and welcome to Tips and Tricks clip number 2 presented by North Country Council. In this clip we will focus on starting your 2024 NBRC Catalyst Grant pre-application. It is due March 15th. As a reminder, the Catalyst program materials are now available and can be found at www.nbrc.gov. Please remember that North Country Council is here to assist you. Just book a coaching session through the Council's website at www.ncouncil.org. Currently, NBRC is working to finalize their new grants management system, in which all pre-application and application materials will need to be entered into. Don't let this delay the development of your pre-application materials offline to later be uploaded or entered into the grants management system when it becomes available. Over the next few slides, we will walk you through where to begin. First place to start is to determine if your entity is eligible to apply for Catalyst funds. If your project is in an eligible location, and if your project fits within an eligible funding category and supports NBRC priorities, as well as the state of New Hampshire's economic goals and also the regional economic goals. Information regarding this can be found in the 2024 Program Manual on NBRC's website. To find the Program Manual, go to nbrc.gov. Scroll down to the 2024 Catalyst program and click Learn More. This will bring you to the Catalyst homepage. Scrolling to the bottom, you will find the link to the Catalyst Program User Manual. As a tip, download this as a PDF document. It is then searchable by a word or grouping of words, making it easier to find information you may need. Once the grant management system comes on board, you will need this information handy to register your organization. If you do not have a UEI number, it is not needed to submit a pre-application, but will be needed to receive an award. So start the process now in attaining one. You can do this by going to sam.gov. Applicant characteristics, if you've received an award before. If your project will have direct benefits to rural communities. Will your project demonstrate direct benefits to underserved communities as defined in the program manual? Where will be the physical location that your project will take place? And a project title are all information that will be needed when entering your project into the grants management system. Next, you will want to determine if your project will require one of the following waivers. If your project is in an attainment area, meaning not eligible for NBRC funds, and is not determined to be an isolated area of distress, it will require a significant benefit waiver. If you have a current NBRC grant and your grant will not be 75% expended by March 1st, you will need a 75% NBRC prior investment expenditure waiver. To find these waivers, you're going to navigate to nbrc.gov. On NBRC's homepage, in the banner, there is a resource tab. That will bring you to the resource homepage. Follow the Grants Administration Documents and Forms link and navigate to the sections regarding waivers. As a reminder, this information can also be found in the Program User Manual in Appendix D, E, and F. For the pre-application, you will need to complete a budget narrative that contains budget details such as total project cost, requested NBRC funds, match and cost share funds, and allocations to the budget categories with descriptive narrative for what funds are being used for in each category. Don't worry, NBRC has an example and a template for this. To find budget templates, you will navigate to the Grant Administration Documents and Forms page and scroll to the Sample and Pre-Application and Application Templates. Budget narrative with instructions is a Word document that can be used as a template as you develop your budget and budget narrative. Just below that, you will find an example and sample with instructions. Note that this year for the pre-application, you will not need to complete the SFCBW. It's important that we note that the narrative questions have text boxes that will have a 10,000 character limit. For the narrative questions, you will have to answer a project abstract, use the program manual to help with identifying your project eligible use and category, as well as the status of your project. For example, is it in the planning phase, final design, or implementation? For project goals, outcomes, and outputs, you will want to take a look at the program manual Appendix G for examples. Program investment priorities, you will want to take a look at Appendix K, as well as NBRC and state scoring criteria. Review the goals, objectives, and priorities in the State of New Hampshire Economic Recovery Expansion Strategy and the North Country Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy, or SEDS, to see how your project aligns with those plans. Additional narrative questions. Project benefits and community context. Who will benefit from your project, and why does this project matter to the community? How will the project serve or benefit rural communities with populations less than 5,000? How does the project, if applicable, help communities prevent, reduce, withstand, or improve recovery from climate-related impacts and disasters? In addition, you will need a statement of need that identifies the challenge or problem the project seeks to address. The proposed solution, why is it important, and the opportunity gained by funding this project now. It will be also important to identify why NBRC funding is important for this project. Thanks for joining us, and remember to book your coaching session today.